Wicked Heart was a tough listen.
Sure.
Love Randy. Didn't like Wicked Heart. Did you like Wicked Heart?
No, dude, come on. They weren't that good. I went to a couple of their rehearsals.
Right.
And I critique them. It's just like, you know, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you know.
They had that creepy ass Roger on bass.
Yeah, I went to his house.
You went to Roger's house?
I went to Roger's house.
Why?
That's where they were rehearsing.
At Roger's house?
Yeah, in his basement.
I did not know that.
Yeah. It's this filthy house and his fat wife, and it's disgusting.
So wait a minute, you go to this house and there's the fat wife. What, is she laying on the couch?
Well, she just was one of these fat wives in sweatpants and bitching and, you know, what are you guys doing? And you know, walk in the house and there's pet smells and the place just stinks and it's just, you know, it's just disgusting. And go into the basement and it's just filthy and it's just like, ugh.
Was it hot?
Yeah, it was just nasty, dude. It's just like, ugh, no.
Now you got me interested in this. Is there they've got like a little sort of stage setup type of a thing?
Yeah, it was an area cleared in the basement to where they were set up and they would rehearse down there.
And is it surrounded by like washers and dryers?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You know, and just stuff piled up, and there's cobwebs, and there's like an unclean cat box, and I mean, it's just the place just smelled. You know, it just smelled of animals.
Is there like dirty clothes hampers?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a basement, dude. It was it was a basement.
An old exercise bike in the corner.
Yeah, so I was like, well, can I get you a drink? It's like, no.
No. Only if it comes unopened in a bottle.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it was disgusting.
Ugh, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, this is the reason I don't like to go to people's houses.
Right?
I mean, you've been to my place. This place is spot. I can't go to people's houses to where it's just filthy.
You're like a chick, though. Your place is like beyond spotless.
Yeah, but I like a clean house.
Yeah,
I like to come home and I like to feel, you know, I don't feel like bugs are crawling on me.
Right.
You know,
your house is very clean, though, dude. Your house is almost. If you aren't there, your house would seem like nobody lives there.
Probably,
like
yeah, pretty much.
If you didn't look in the fridge, you would think it's a show house.
Pretty much.
Yeah, because your house is immaculate.
Yeah, I don't have clutter. I don't want junk. I don't have stuff piled up everywhere.
When's the last time you just took a shirt and just threw it on the floor?
I don't need to do that.
I'm just asking, when's the last time you did that? Left the shirt for a day, one solid day.
I haven't done that. I can't.
In your entire life, you've never left a shirt?
Oh, no, I mean, I don't know, maybe 25 years ago? I mean, it just goes. I got a laundry basket. It just goes right in the laundry basket.
When's the last time you had like you were taking a shower or something and you had a bar of soap and you dropped it and you just left it on the bottom of the bath?
Never happened.
Never in your life.
No, because I use the liquid soap with the scrubber pad thing.
When's the last time you had a bottle of shampoo that you didn't close the top on?
Never, because my shampoo is in a carry what do you want to call it? A wire basket thing in the shower, and it's upside down, so you can't just leave the lid off of it.
Okay, so that it just, when you open it, it just dumps out.
Exactly.
Right. Let me think of some other good ones here. When is the last time that you spit out your toothpaste and you didn't go and absolutely clean the sink spotless?
Oh, couldn't tell you because I always wash the sink out.
Has that ever happened? You've been an adult. Since you've been an adult on your own.
It would be tough to put a timetable on that.
Do you think that you've ever left one speck of toothpaste for like a day?
Yeah, it's happened. Yeah, sure, that's happened.
And were you horrified when you came back? And saw?
Because usually the weekends are my cleaning days, so that's, you know, when the bathroom gets a real good cleaning and the house gets cleaned, and you know, so yeah, there could possibly be a dab of toothpaste left in the sink.
Do you have a vacuum with bags, or do you have one of these newer ones?
With the newer ones with the you know the turbo thing.
Right. How many times will you vacuum before you'll empty that thing?
3 times.
3 times. And that's in what? 3 days?
No. It's like over a month.
Oh, all right. So look at you, pig. You are funny with it, dude. But you know the funny part is, and I mean, obviously the fans don't get any of this because they haven't been to your place, but
right.
You're the same way with your fucking garage.
I am.
There's nothing out of place in your garage. Nothing. You got all kinds of hooks and shit, and everything's hung on a hook where it belongs.
Right.
There's no tools on a fucking counter or nothing.
No.
Nothing.
No.
Everything is organized.
I don't like dirt and clutter, dude. It's just I don't like that.
I would bet, I have not checked, but I'd bet if I went in your garage, everything would be alphabetical, too.
Alphabetical.
Where's the wrenches? Well, they're to the far right, of course, because
right.
W is near the end of the line.
Exactly.
Nowhere near the H hammer.
Right.
You are definitely fucking OCD when it comes to cleaning. That's
it's just, I don't like to feel like filthy, you know. It's just like there's some people's houses I go to, and it's just like, even I have a sister, and you know, I won't get into it, but she's a hoarder.
Your sister that I know?
No, you don't know this one.
Oh,
but she's a hoarder.
All right.
And there's just so much shit in her house. There's nowhere even to sit.
No shit, really.
Yeah, it's just horrible. It's just like newspapers and magazines and just all kinds of crap, and you can't, you know, the thing is that I'm so disgusted with it. I literally have not been to her house in almost 20 years.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, literally.
But there's a big difference between being a hoarder and what you are. You're like the other. You're like a hoarder repellent. You know, you are absolutely the complete opposite of a hoarder.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I'm a minimalist.
Yeah. Yeah, because you really don't have anything in your house that's like...
just stacked up everywhere.
Yeah, I do. I have shit everywhere.
Yeah.
I definitely do.
Well, the thing is the way that I look at it, that's just one more thing I have to clean.
Yeah, or pay Stephanie to do every once in a while.
Nice.
That's my method. I just give $200 in here.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you know, I'm with you though. I like animals, unlike you, but I won't have one in my house. Yeah. And you know, when people have animals like cats and stuff, and you walk into their house, you can smell it right away.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people who have. Let me tell you a story.
Okay.
This guy that I used to work with, this was like 25 years ago.
Okay.
His aunt had this was like in the late 80s, early 90s. It was late 80s, early 90s. And his aunt, this is when I lived in California, had remember the car, the Vega?
Yeah, sure.
That's where Mikey's dad works now, is in the old Vega plant, which they build the Cruze there now.
Right.
The Chevy Cruze, which is basically the Vega 30 years later.
Right.
But anyway, regardless of that, his aunt had a Vega station wagon in the garage. Mm-hmm. And she said that, you know, they were getting elderly, and it hardly had any miles on it, and he was just looking for a work car.
Okay.
And she basically said you could have this car if you want to come and get it.
Okay. Nice.
So basically I drove him to his aunt's house so he could pick the car up, and I could drive his car, and then he could drive that one back home.
Yeah, okay.
So we went into the house.
Yeah.
His aunt had cats all over the house.
Ugh.
And these cats were laying on the kitchen table. They were laying on top of the refrigerator. They were laying on the kitchen counter. I mean, and the place smelled like a barn.
Jesus.
You know, because it just cats, you know?
They needed to be laying in a burlap bag with a rock and a lake.
It's just fucking nasty, dude. You walk in there, and the place smelled like an animal shelter.
Ugh.
You know? So she basically, this was getting up close to, it was like between Thanksgiving and Christmas, somewhere around there.
Okay.
And some people, like to bake around Christmas time.
Sure.
So his aunt was making fruitcakes.
Oh, God.
The
story gets worse by the minute. Jesus.
So, of course, as in the Christmas spirit, and, God bless people who want to share and whatnot, she wanted to give us a fruitcake.
Ugh.
Now, she's making this fruitcake in this kitchen where these cats.
Cat was probably laying in the fucking cake pan just before she shook it out and said, okay,
well,
let's
that was the whole thing, dude. It was just fucking nasty. And it's just like...
Did you see the cat in the pan?
No, but what I'm saying is that these cats, because there were so many of them in the house,
right,
and laying all over the place,
right,
and you're baking in this kitchen with these animals laying all over the place, and of course she wanted to give you a fruitcake.
Jesus, you take a bite of that fruitcake and it tastes like a fucking suede coat.
Well, no, but the thing is even the guy that I was with, being his own aunt,
yeah,
as soon as we left her house,
yeah,
he chucked those things out the window.
Of course he did. Who the fuck wants a furry fruitcake? I mean, ugh.
It's fucking nasty, dude.
Disgusting.
But, getting back to Randy and Roger and all that other stuff, that's how this house was.
Really?
This is where they rehearsed for Wicked Heart.
Boy, maybe that was part of the problem.
Oh my God, it was just fucking nasty.
Maybe because it was so ransacked that it just didn't give you any inspiration to be better.
I don't know, but the place smelled, and it was just animals and just filthy, and it's. Ugh.
How much of the smell do you think was the fat wife?
It could have been, for all I know. I mean, but this is the reason why I just don't like to go to people's houses. Oh, you need to come to dinner, and this is that. Like, you know what? I don't know what you're. Look at that picture Nathan's got in the chat room.
Bravo, Nathan.
That's so good. So good. So good. But it's just like, this is why I don't accept dinner invitations or going to people's house for like a barbecue or a cookout.
Right.
It's just like, I don't know what you're up to. I don't know what your health habits are. I don't know. And this is the same reason why I don't buy, you go to like the grocery store and stuff, and these kids are outside selling baked goods.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know where that's been cooked.
Right.
I mean, it could be like this guy's aunt's house where they have cats laying all over the house, and they want to sell you these baked goods, a bake sale. It's like, I don't know what you guys do at your house.
You are absolutely a germ-phobe.
Well, it's just like, but think about it, though. Would you buy something from a bake sale?
Not going to say I haven't.
I'm not saying you haven't, but now that I brought this up to you.
Yeah, I still would.
Would you?
Absolutely.
There's no way in the world I would do that.
I have no fear.
No way.
All right, well, how about this? Will you eat a hot dog from a hot dog vendor?
No.
No.
I've seen those hot dog carts. Those things are nasty.
I did 3 weeks ago.
No, see, I don't do that. No way.
Well, do you eat any sort? Now, see, it's hard now because I know you don't, but before you got all health kicked up,
yes,
did you hit anywhere that had a fucking drive-through?
Rarely, very rarely.
But you would on occasion?
I have on occasion.
What makes you think that those fucking guys are any cleaner in the fucking back of some shitty Taco Bell?
Well, I'm going to tell you the reason why, I guess, and I'm not going to say that this is foolproof.
All right.
But they're under some kind of a regulation. That doesn't say that it's absolutely for sure that, they're not fucking around with the food or being nasty with it or whatever. But again, in the back of your mind, at least there's some kind of state regulation that they have to comply with.
Have you ever pulled up to the order window at a fast food restaurant, seen the person and drove away because you just didn't think they were clean enough?
I have gone in late at night. And there's one guy mopping the floor.
Right.
And he's the only guy manning the place.
Right.
And I have walked out. That is true.
I knew it.
Because he's the only guy there, and he's mopping the floors, and he's going to fix me a sandwich? No. I don't want some kind of rhino virus running around in my sandwich. Dude, he could have been cleaning the toilets just 5 minutes ago.
Who's to say he didn't just 10 minutes, though, before you came in?
That's true. I will agree with you.
You know, that's the whole... Dude, I don't know. I just don't fear that kind of shit.
Yeah, see, I just don't need that. No, I'll just...
Do you think that you've ever in your life eaten food where anybody purposely fucked with it?
I'm sure I have.
Right. And you lived.
I have lived, but would I consciously go, you know what?
I'm not saying you go to the place and say, hey, spit on my burger.
No, but my point is that I guess it's subjective. It's just like, you know, okay, I'm going to make an exception this time, but you don't think about it. Mm-hmm. But just getting back to my examples, like being at this guy's Amp's house and seeing the conditions and everything.
Yeah.
You go, there ain't no fucking way I'm eating anything that's coming out of here.
Feeling the way you do about black women and AIDS.
Black women. Well, that's funny you should bring that up because we got a good story about that tonight.
We'll get there. Would you eat a meal if you knew that the person cooking it was a black woman?
Well, I'm sure I have because I've been to New Orleans.
Well, I'm saying like tonight. Let's say that the show ended right now and you were really hungry and you went out to, you know, wherever that is open and had a sandwich. Lady, make a sandwich. But she's a black lady.
Okay.
Would you eat the sandwich? Would you walk out?
No, I don't think I'd walk out, but, you know, I guess I'd have to know the place pretty well.
New place, you've never been there before.
I'd question it, yes.
You roll to the gas station to get a beef jerky.
No, that ain't happening. But I have been to some Cajun places in New Orleans because I do like Cajun food. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure that it's been prepared by a black lady, as you put it.
Yeah. And you didn't get AIDS.
I didn't get AIDS. But AIDS is not transferred in food. It's through blood.
Well, she could have bled. Maybe it wasn't really
true. But AIDS is only contagious. Once it hits, it's airborne. It dies within a matter of seconds.
So if somebody had AIDS and they took their blood and squirted it into your wine, would you drink it?
No, of course not.
For $500,000?
No.
For $1 million?
No.
Because you just said that it wouldn't fucking
true, but I'm not going to drink somebody's blood, even if I knew it wasn't AIDS infested. I'm not going to drink somebody's blood.
You wouldn't drink somebody's blood for $5 million.
Look at Nathan. That's so fucking funny.
$5 million drinking a little bit of blood.
AIDS infested or not AIDS infested?
Let's start with not. For sure not.
Okay, for $5 million?
$5 million.
I would probably do it, yes.
Okay, now you know for a fact the person had AIDS, but you know it also hit the air.
Boy.
It's been a day, and it's been a
whole day. Wow, yeah. Rotten blood.
Rotten blood, but $5 million.
For $5 million, I might take a chance.
$5 million, you'll take a chance.
I might take a chance.
What if you didn't know the origin?
Boy, that's definitely a no.
Mm-hmm. Clean blood, but for sure black lady.
Yes.
So there are some things you would ingest from a black woman.
Sure.
It's $5 million.
Right. Clean blood, but from a black lady. So good.
Yep, I'm back, folks.
So good. I like that big sale sign.
The big sale sign is funny.
That is funny. But would I ever buy anything from a bake sale? Hell no.
You never have.
No.
Never, not one time.
Not one time, never.
Cute kid, saw cookies, fuck it.
Now, I'm going to tell you a story.
All right.
Not even a month ago.
Okay.
I came out of Walgreens. Mm-hmm. The Girl Scouts were out there.
Yeah.
Of course, they're trying to sell you their cookies.
Right, sure.
I gave them $20 and said, keep the cookies.
What?
I did.
Why didn't you want the cookie? Oh, because you're not eating.
I'm not eating cookies, but I said I don't want the cookies, but I'll support your cause as long as you don't let lesbians or gays in your group. That's not what I said, but I did. I gave them a $20 bill,
right,
and said I don't want your cookies, but here's for your cause.
Now, if I was that kid, I'd put that 20 right in my pocket.
Well, the den mother was out there.
Well, she might put it in her pocket.
Yeah, but they thought I was the greatest guy that ever lived.
Why wouldn't you take the cookies and take them to work?
What am I going to do with it?
Give them to people at work.
Well, you know what? The thing is, it's just more hassle than I'm willing to deal with.
The Thin Mints are the shit.
I know they are, but I just told them, here's a 20, keep the cookies.
Right.
That's it.
Well, that's very noble of you.
Sure.
Have you ever drank like lemonade from a kid's lemonade?
No, absolutely not.
Never.
No. I have no idea where that shit came from.
My God, no shit. Neither has anybody else in the history of time.
I know, but things aren't the same way it used to be.
I guess. I still do all that shit. I don't care. I'm not afraid. I'm just not afraid. I don't give a fuck.
Ugh. Well, that's that. The thing is that growing up,
yeah.
I went to church because that was part of the family thing. You go to church and they'd have these potluck dinner things.
Mm-hmm.
And I would never participate in that because I didn't know where that came from.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Go ahead and answer that.
Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
Hey,
it's Scotty from the Commonwealth. Painkiller, man! Painkiller!
Killer.
Z!
Hey, now let me ask you something. Do you drink fucking draft beer or fucking mixed drinks in a bar?
I have drank mixed drinks in a bar, but I don't drink draft beer, no.
Even the good draft beer, like, say...
I've never drank a beer, dude. I've never had a beer in my life.
Fair enough. But mixed drinks, though, out of a bar glass and shot glasses.
Yeah, they're some places they don't clean them as well as they should. I agree.
But you won't fucking drink lemonade from a kid's fucking lemonade.
Well, see,
stand.
again, this is a whole mindset thing that
At least the fucking kid at the lemonade stand's giving you fucking paper cups.
you would hope. But you don't know where that lemonade was mixed, do you?
Might be piss.
It could be piss. It could be in a cat-filled kitchen, too.
You want to hear the fucking worst? A friend of mine, back when, like years ago, he was the fucking night manager for a Burger King, and fucking drunk people used to come up to the fucking drive-up window, like after closing time at the bars, and fucking start talking shit to the girl over the fucking intercom system. Like, you stupid fucking cunt, didn't you fucking hear what I fucking said? And he said that they, for customers like that, when they order like a Whopper or something, they would give them the fucking extra special sauce, what they call it. And they fucking spit this fucking burger. That's fucking Jack Lone. And you didn't fucking break his fucking balls for it last week, I know. Finished? Come on, one more time. Get it out of your system.
No, I'm just doing it back like you do to us.
That ain't fucking right.
Z!
Come on, one more time. With a little bit more enthusiasm, though. Come on.
Z!
I mean, if you're gonna be a fucking cunt, be a good cunt. Come on, one more time.
Pain! Z!
Are you being a cunt, Chris?
Yes.
Stop being a cunt.
Oh, sorry.
So he gave him the special sauce on the Whopper.
Yeah.
And what was the special sauce?
Yeah, and then also we used to do the milkshakes, too. They'd fill up the fucking milkshakes like halfway, and they all stand around in a fucking circle, fucking work up nice fucking clamors, and fucking hook you right into the fucking milkshakes, too. So let that be a fucking lesson to you.
Nice.
You're fucking teenagers, they are not going to let you get away with it. So do not fucking talk shit to the fucking girl at the fucking drive-up fucking window, whatever you do. Not a good idea.
Let that be a lesson to you, Chris, you cunt.
I don't worry about it at all. Do whatever you're going to do. I'm still hungry. I'm going to eat it.
Oh, by the way, Thursday before last, I found out I was cancer-free.
Damn it. I mean, that's great.
Yeah. I had to go for the radiation seeds. I was a little fucking jammed up there for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, have a nice night. Later.
Have a nice night.
I think somebody didn't like being Z'd.
I guess not.
Apparently not.
All right.